Tragic here, and welcome back to Mage Night. This is Shades of Tezla, and we're finally getting into some action here. We've got one more round to go, and then we're going to assault this huge hidden city and take on the big mamas. And with luck, we'll have enough power to maybe get halfway through here by the end of the next night. It's going to be, timing's going to be tough. Unfortunately, one of our big guns is out in the middle of nowhere. But that's alright. We've set Wolfhawk up to do some cleanup up here. There's a tomb and a few more things that he'll be able to just wander around and complete, slowly getting more powerful for the big assault. But for now, we're just going to go into this den. Now, this is actually a spawning grounds. So you just reveal 2 browns and kill everything you see. So let's grab 2 of these suckers and get straight into it. And reveal. Okay. So the reason why we're pretty confident is because we've got the Delphani Masters here, which are just bonkersly powerful cards. Look at this. When activating this, you may use multiple different abilities against the same or different targets, which means as long as we've got mana, we can use all 4 of those abilities. And she actually has Lightning Storm, which gives us 2 mana, plus she's got all the mana here, plus we have all the mana here. What? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've lost a die again. Yeah, because often I use the delete key, and sometimes I accidentally delete the die that I'm using on the table here. Maybe I think I'm gonna build for this mod like a little trash bin that you can just drop things into. Anyway, so let's roll a new dice. Ya blam. Beautiful, it's black, it's just what we need. Whatever, let's get on with it. But anyway, the point is we have a heap of mana here, so I'm not worried at all. Let's reveal. Ooh, look at this. Swiftness. We have poison and... Oh, wait. Can we take... Yeah, we can use all our units. Phew. Because we're actually going to go into a labyrinth later on this turn, and you can only take 1 unit in there. But yeah, what was it saying? What do we got? So we've got swiftness, we've got assassination, and we've got poison. And we have physical resistance 5. So we've got block 8, and then we've got all her abilities. So basically we can flip this over and we can get blue, red, or green. So what does a blue? Does not attack. Red, target enemy is destroyed if blocked. Green, armor of target enemy is reduced by 5 to a minimum of 1. Oh, this is pretty easy. So we're going to flip over Lightning Storm. And we're going to take a blue mana. And we're also going to take a red mana. And they are both produced by Lightning Storm, blue and red. And we're going to use, what have we got here? Physical resistance. So if this is blocked, it gets destroyed, and we're just going to go bam and block 8. And that is 5 block. We're blocking with 8. That means it has been completely blocked successfully, which means that is now destroyed. Thank you very much. Blipperunski. And this one, we're doing the blue, which is target enemy does not attack. So, boom, does not attack at all. So now we just need to produce 6 combat to kill. And all we need to do for that is go ya blam, ya blam, ya blam. And we're done. So that is... Discard this card to get a mana token of any color. We take a red token. We attack for 4. We attack for 2. That's 6 attack. No, just physical attack, which is all we need to kill this. Both of these guys are dead. And that is that. Okay, so that is 4 and 5. It's 9 rep. We are at 35. Now takes us to 44. And so much for that. Oops. Now they weren't faction guys, so we don't get any tokens. But what we do get, which is ultra awesome, is we get the rewards here. We get 3 crystals of random crystals, and we get a artifact. So let's just grab 3 crystals. Oh, you got to be kidding me. 2 blacks and a gold. That is horrendous. So let's take a red crystal for the gold. And I think the blacks are fame points, right? Yeah. So we get 2 fame. 1, 2. Horrendous. That is probably the worst rolling I've done in a long time. So annoying. Whatever. You cannot bring me down much more. Right. So I think I'm going to leave these 2 in here for later. Oh, actually, this is the last turn, isn't it? Because it's already been declared. So we're also going to do this. And let's do a white and gain a 3rd white crystal. Yeah, bam. And that be the end of that turn. Let's come over to 2. What do you got from us? Kablam, little blam. So we have not much here. We've got attack 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we not have a white crystal? We don't. Let's just grab 2 of these blacks. We're using mana search to reroll. Give us a white crystal. Okay, we get another red and a gold. Beautiful rolling as always. Now, we want to go into this labyrinth down here, right? But, oh wait, did I? Yeah, I didn't take his, yeah, I didn't do his artifact. Okay, let's see what you got for us. Ya blam. Influence 4, fame plus 2. Influence 9, fame plus 3. Tome of all spells. Discard a card of any color. Use the basic effect of a spell of the same color from the spell offer without paying its mana cost. Oh lord. We are definitely taking that. Nice. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so we're going into this labyrinth. Now, we can only take 1 monster with us. And we're fighting a red dragon. So let's grab out a dragon. And we're looking for... Dragons are usually about 9 damage, right? So we've got siege attack 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So with that and that, we can produce 10 damage. This one produces 6 attack. Now, often dragons are fire resistant or ice resistant, so this is a bit of a gamble. We can take this guy, in which case we can remove its resistances plus get 3 ranged. So that would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is enough to kill. So I think we are going to take the sorcerers. So we're going to nominate the sorcerers, and then we are going to spend your blam and the green. That gives us 4, 5, 6 movement. So we're into the deepest area of the labyrinth. Le Blanc. Right. This isn't too good. We have 9, and we have fire and ice resistance, so we guess we took the right person. And this is doing 6 cold fire damage with brutal. Now, our defense is actually 4 defense because we've leveled up so well because we've been getting so much extra fame for this Holy Grail. This is one of my favorite cards for sure. So 6 damage with 4 shields is 2 wounds. So that would give us 4 wounds. But we do have this ability here where we can increase the damage by 2 to reduce this shield by 2, which doesn't actually affect us. So that would make that 6, 7, 8, which is still only 2 wounds with our 4 armor. So we're going to do that. I don't know if we even need to, but it's a good idea to keep it in mind. So we activate Taunt. This creates 8 fire attack, which still only produces 2 damage because of our 4 armor. And then we get 2 damage for Brutal. And then we produce... Oh, we don't even need this, do we? Yeah, so then we can just produce 3 damage. We don't even need to change the resistance. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we just discard this one for move 2, 8, 9. Bam. And that is the end of that. Loses all fortifications, loses resistances. Is there any that stops them from attacking? No. Okay, well that's that. That's the end of that. So that dragon is dead though, is the point. Yablonk. Yablonk, where are you? So that is 9. We are at 49. That takes us to 58. Beautiful. And the reward for this is really good. We get an advanced action card and an artifact, which is sweet. So for our advanced artifact, I think we'll take... So what do we want here? Do we want to get... Our reputation's like off the chain. Do we want to get 7 attack for a mana? Or do we want to get fire attack ranged 3? Portal is actually a very, very good card, but we don't really need it right now. Might be good for the later running up to the, we've eventually got to get from here all the way back up to the Necromantic City. So maybe Portal would actually be a good choice. I'm not quite sure. My gut is telling me to get Firebolt, but I actually think Intimidate is the better card here for attacking the city because everything's fortified anyway, so ranged attack, who really cares? So yeah, I'm going to take Intimidate, whatever the hell this card's called. And then we grab another 2 artifacts. What you got for us? Gain white mana crystal. When playing this, discard any amount of cards from your hand. You get ranged attack 2 for each card you discard this way. Each of your range attacks this turn is either doubled or becomes a siege attack of the same element. Well, I think we're going to take this one. Yabam. Yablam. Yablam. Double blam. Triple blam. Oh, and of course, le blam. Take away 2 wounds, and that gives us 1 fame point for each. So Yonk takes us up to 60. And that be the end of that turn. Nice. Okay, so that's the end of him. And I should just clean up this as well. So it's ready for next turn. Okay, so what have we got now? Now she's basically got a free turn. We don't really know what to do with her. She is sitting on here. So I don't really know what to do with her. She could go on to the village. Is there anything to buy at a village? I guess she could buy this guy. I mean, he can absorb 5 damage and we'll just like feed him to a dragon or something. But we do need to pay 2 influence to wound him. We do have influence in hand. Quite a lot of influence, actually. I think for starters, we can at least do regeneration and go boom, boom, and take a white mana crystal. So this allows you to ready a level 1 or 2 unit. So we ready this guy, then we re-tap it for a white mana crystal. I guess we could go in there because next turn, this guy is still going to have to get to here before he can attack. So there's like a whole turn of doing nothing anyway next turn. Which is kind of a bummer. So I guess she could do that, but is there anything? There's no one really in there for her. So I think, yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to leave it like that. Yeah, bam, that's the end of her turn. Pretty bad. Okay, and of course he's got nothing to do, so blump. But he is all untapped now. Okie dokie, so that is the end of that, and that is also the end of the round. So we'll just, there's the other dice, and it was red, which is lucky because we rolled a red. I used that, I put it there when I was doing the, doing the spell blending thing. Okay, so it's a red mana crystal gets placed on the table, and we also get a red card. That's not very good. Wow, I keep forgetting how old this version of the mod is that we're using. It doesn't have the automatic offer. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. Okay, so the offer's done. We are now in day mode. We're just going to slip this over to 3 just to keep count. And this is the last day. We get to re-roll all of these. So let's just lock these for a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so let's give these a good shuffle this time. Come on. Give us something good. Something good, please. Oh, horrible. Well, unfortunately, more than half are not normal dice, so we re-roll all the non-normal dice. You blonk. Okay, and there we go. Now, that is a rule that I think it's actually just the setup, but I do it for every day. Basically, if I roll the source at the beginning of the turn, and if half the source or over is depleted or special dice like gold, then I re-roll just the ones that are not standard colors, just like I did, and we end up with a much fairer dice pool. Okay, now just put all these back. Okay, so that is all done. Now, I think I'm going to choose my... I'll just give everything a shuffle. I think I'm going to choose my my start cards now, and then we'll just be able to jump straight into the next round. See, the next round we're going to be attacking. These guys are already in position. The only person not in position is this dude. So he needs to go first or second, so he ends up here. But unfortunately, he's also the only person who's not going to have large card draw. Or actually, Etheria is not either. So basically, he needs to go first and move to here. Then he needs to go, then he needs to go, then it doesn't matter when Wolfhawk goes. So if we give, he's going to have extra cards from the 2 castles. She's not going to have anything, but she is going to have, you know, mana and stuff. So if we give Etheria, so he's probably the best to move in. So if we give her 4, well, let's just have a look at it. So let's search. Great Start would be a good one to give her. This isn't final. We're just doing a sort of test. Mana Steal, no. Rethink. Rethink could be good probably for this dude because he's got so many wounds in his hand. We need this guy to go first, so Mana Steal, I guess. Mana Steal, planning. What does this do the right moment? I never even use this. One time during the day, your turn, you can announce that you'll take another turn immediately after this. If you do, flip this card face down. Yeah, that's a lot better in competitive play. So I think this is the way we're going to order it. I think I'll give planning to you and Great Start to you. Would have liked to give Great Start to this dude, but it's going to delay a whole turn for attacking that city. Oh well, that is that. So let's draw our cards. He has Great Start, so he draws 8, I think, is it? 2 extra cards, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's almost as half his deck. Very nice. This dude has Rethink, so he just draws 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This dude has 6 and planning, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this dude has 6 as well, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this dude has whatever's left, I guess. Oops. We want to shuffle that. Vlomp. Okay, and he goes last again. So we have Bra is first, followed by Etheria, followed by Tuvok, followed by Wolfhawk. And that, my friends, is the setup. We are ready to go into the next round. We are ready to do our assault on the Hidden Valley and take on this horrendous mess. See, basically, we can assault now with 3 people, which means we can split these monsters up pretty well. And they've got quite a few powerful allies that they can take into these battles. The biggest problem is this double 8 combat value we have here. So everyone that attacks has to face 2 fireballs 8. Now, luckily we've leveled up pretty well. Like 2 fireballs 8 for this guy, for example, is only 4 wounds. It's a little more for her. And him, of course. But even so, not... See, and then we've got to be careful. See, we could kill these guys... And then we still have to attack this like 3 or 4 times. Now, we're on level 12. So let's go to 11. So the next is fine. 10. Now 10, we want to go straight past 10 because it's got paralyzed. Ugh. 9. See, 9 we're getting a little more functional. 9's we can actually do, I think. I wish it started at 9. 8, terrible, paralyzed. Anything with paralyzed you want to just skip. I've got to get it all the way down to 1. Now, when you kill these things, because we start at 12, all we have to do is 4 damage that's non-fire to kill a level of this thing. So, and every time we double that damage, it'll take out another level. So if we do 12 damage to the guy himself instead of all his minions, he'll go from 12 to 9, because we killed him 3 times basically. And that is the way to do it. We don't want to just focus solely on the monsters, but we'll get into this all during the attack, because we do have some pretty hardcore power. I mean, you know what I could have done? I could have... maybe I should have just tried to get this guy down there. I mean, he does have a lot of really good walking abilities. We could probably get him down there somehow. And go all the way. So we might be waiting turns for him to get down to here, because that's where we'd have to get to, right? Yeah. Anyway, that is the end of that. We're going to start our assault on the keys next turn. I will see you guys